Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Antonimo Bay, and I have talked to you guys about Ross numerous times. We have several stores like that in our town, but honestly, Ross has been the number one that has always kept cranking out good toys, and that is where I picked up Raven, Peely, and Rustlord this week for like $10 a piece. Couldn't believe it. I'm like, this Peely figure, this Fortnite Peely figure. He's bringing $40 online easy, and yeah, to snag one for $10 new is just nuts. They all come with tons of interchangeable faces except for Rustlord, but man, what a lucky break finding these. Now, I personally have passed on this Peely figure a lot at the store retail price because I've only seen him in the store once or twice when he first came out, and it's his secondary market's really pumped up, but I don't like it as much as I like the McFarlane one, and so I've never gotten it. But at that price point, I can't pass it because it's just too good. Raven is got more new sculpting on him than I realized with a lot of these, and this is a really cool figure. Of course, they come with a ton of shit. They all do. All the Fortnite Jazzwares ones just come with a ton of stuff. And I guess, for Rustlord here, which is, kind of a play on Star-Lord, I can run through the articulation real quick. All your Fortnite figures like this are going to have double jointed elbows, ball joint at the wrist with a swivel at the bicep, ball jointed shoulder, and butterfly hinges. All of them. Even Peely has butterfly hinges. Now, everybody but Peely is going to have an ab crunch, which doesn't do a whole lot, but it is there. And neck rotation. He doesn't have that either, but he does have several switched out faces, and he's a larger figure. Other than that, you get a waist rotation that's right below that ab crunch, ball joint at the hip, upper thigh rotation, double jointed knees, rotation at the top of the boot, ball joint at the, is that a ball joint? I can't remember. On the, yeah, ankle rocker pivot on the ankles. And then toe articulation, which you don't need. And also the bane of this action figure and this line is the hand articulation, because you can't hold on to shit and it just falls out, and you put the gun in their hand and the gun falls out of their hand, and that is the biggest pet peeve with this line, and it would save them money, so I don't know why they don't do that. Just take out the hand articulation. I mean, if you're obsessed with it, you can leave the toe articulation in, and I mean, we can forgive it. But as it is, if you really want them to work, you about have to close the hand and then just fill it with glue, because all of their accessories just fall out of their hands. It's a royal pain in the ass, and it's a shame because these are such nice figures. Otherwise, they're very well done. But yeah, couldn't pass those up. Not at that price. We'll stand him over there. They've also got a bunch of Transformers, but I'm kind of past my Transformers phase. Next up, I'll look at this guy, and I'm going to admit right now I forgot his name. He's a character from MOTUC Classics that I wasn't familiar with, period. But when a guy brought over a bunch to trade and do some stuff, I was like, who's that guy? And he told me, and then I forgot, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he has an eyeball for a head. He actually comes with several eyeballs, so you can change the color. But holy shit, what a weird looking figure. He's got your typical standard MOTUC Classics articulation, which is a ball joint / rotation at the upper thigh that's hidden inside, single jointed knee, and just an ankle rocker pivot. Nope, he does have ankle rocker pivot. Waist rotation, a slight ab crunch that barely works on these because of their thick design. Ball joints at the shoulder. Usually you get an upper bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, and just a wrist rotation. And then for some reason this company always makes, and this is something dumb that they do, they always make the fist the Orange Cassidy thumbs up, holding something. So that's a little bit odd. The eye does rotate, that's cool, and it comes with a red eye too, but I think the green one actually looks better. But what a weird figure. And other than the line he came from, shoot, I can't remember his name. I know it's not Cycloptor or Opticor or something like that, but Who the hell knows? Could be Eyeball Man for all I know. But it's a sweet ass figure. And then lastly, we were watching what's that show? Steve Austin's Stone Cold, or the Broken Skull Challenge or something like that. And I was like, you know, he's actually a pretty cool guy. I used to hate him when he was wrestling because I was like, what a douchebag. He reminds me of like an annoying, like, yeah, exactly what he is. An annoying guy drinking beer who's going to beat the hell out of you. Yeah, this is my redneck neighbor type character. But in real life, he's a damn cool guy. And I realized I don't have a Stone Cold figure anywhere in my collection. So I started digging around online, and I was just like, let me find just a good Steve Austin. Basic. He doesn't have to be fancy or anything like that because the Elites are rather expensive. But a couple of leg braces on there, and I was able to pick this guy up for, I think, shipped to my house. It was like $9 or something like that. So I was like, yeah, I need a Steve Austin. I better have one. He's all poised to hold a beer, and I have plenty of like beers I can give him that are action figure size. So yeah, just a Mattel basic, but it is an older basic because it has the pivot at the ankle, which is good. The boot rotation, which I guess they still have, but he's got the upper bicep swivel, which they don't have anymore. So the older basics are definitely better. Just for this point and this point right here, it does add a lot to it. And now I got a Stone Cold in my collection, so there we go. I no longer feel incomplete. We got Steve Austin here. And that's pretty much what I've got in this video. That's what I've picked up recently. Hope you guys like it. I'd recommend any of these, especially at the cheaper price point for these guys. If you can pick them up, grab them. I wish I could remember that guy's name because damn, he's weird. But anyway, that's my story. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.